This is the mindset shift that changes everything for local home improvement business owners. The biggest problem that most local home improvement businesses face is that they are stuck working in the business. They're out roofing, they're fitting flooring, they're installing doors and windows, they're building extensions, they're laying patios. They're very good at what they do, but they are stuck in the day-to-day work. And there are two main reasons why. The first one is they can't justify stepping off the tools. They're only thinking about the money that they are getting paid today. Because really, it's black and white. You install it, you fix it, you build it, and you get paid for it. That is money in your pocket from the work that you have actually done. And you know exactly what you earn because you're doing the work yourself. Or you've got a team that is just big enough to get the jobs completed. So if you remove yourself from those jobs, somebody has to replace you. You have to potentially hire someone else. You have to train them, you have to trust them, and that is going to feel like a risk. The second reason is they simply do not know what to do with their time. And this is a much bigger problem than people actually realise. Because it's quite likely that you've been in the same routine for years. You're up early, you're on site all day, and you're probably not home until around about 6 or 7 p.m. Then you spend your evenings and weekends catching up on quotes, emails, invoices, and everything else. So if you suddenly stepped off the tools, you'd need to fill nearly 8 hours every single day. And it's quite likely that you're going to feel like you're wasting time because you're not physically doing the work. But here is the shift. At some point, if you want to become a true business owner, you have to make that transition. Because once you're off the tools, you can start working on the things that actually grow your business. But here's another important shift to realise. When you're on the tools and you're doing the work and you're getting paid for it, you're getting that instant money. But when you're off the tools and you're working more in the business, it's going to take longer to see a return on your work. Meaning your business will grow, but it's going to take months of working on the business to see that increase. And here are some of the things that you would work on if you stepped off the tools. The first thing is systems. So this would be things like creating install checklists, improving job handovers, and making every job run exactly the same way. The next thing you could work on would be processes. So this would be things like improving your sales process, improving your customer service, building a better quoting process, creating follow-up systems. Something else that you would work on would be your marketing. So this might be improving your website, creating better photos and videos, building your reputation, collecting reviews, creating and publishing case studies. Another area that you could work on would be leads. So getting better at managing your inquiries, improving your lead quality, responding faster to leads, tracking what is working. Another thing to work on would be quoting, making sure that every inquiry gets followed up properly, improving your conversion rates, refining how you present your quotes. And then lastly, something else that is very important to work on is hiring. You would have more time to find the right people. You would have more time to train your staff. You'd be able to build a team that doesn't rely on you for everything. You'd be able to stop being the bottleneck in your business. And eventually, here is the reality. Even these things that we've just discussed should eventually be taken off of your plate. Because the goal is not to replace one job with another job. The goal is to build a business that works for you. More time with your family, more time with your friends, more time working on projects that you enjoy and your hobbies, and less time feeling guilty about not working. Because you should have a business that gives you the freedom to choose what you do with your time. And ultimately, the goal is to build a business that becomes a real asset to you. Something that allows you to do the things that you want to do, and perhaps even something that one day you can hand down to your family.